You are listening to the Foamy Heads podcast, where we discuss craft beer and anything else that accompanies a glass.
Man, we're back with our first ever Only Cans review.
Only Cans.
Only Cans, man.
That's right.
Take it with whatever thought you had cross your mind there. We're going to drink to it.
The Foamy Heads are starting in Only Cans.
That's right. Hold up. Let me go to GoDaddy real quick.
Onlycans.com.
Onlycans.com. Oh, it's taken.
Son of a
Someone
bitch, it's taken already.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And it's don't go there. Don't go to onlycans.com.
Oh no, why?
It is. It's well, I mean, depending on where you are in life, it might be a fun website to visit, but it's go incognito if you decide to visit Only Cans.
Exactly. I did that exactly. It's exactly what you'd expect.
I totally didn't think about it. I just went to the website and I was like, well, that one's stored in search history.
So we don't what's that legal saying for TV shows where we don't condone going to or visiting Only Cans or promote Only Cans content.
We're here today promoting our own Only Cans content.
Hey, I like supporting whoever needs to be supported, like the things that we're seeing that need some support here.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll just go back to Only Cans episode for beer here.
That's right.
Good news is that domain redirects, so they're not even using it.
But oh, okay. I didn't get that far. I just typed it in and saw the content and closed out of it.
So I mean, it would be it'd be a steal for $70 brokerage fee. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'd buy it for that just because.
Oh yeah.
I'd just be a beer nerd about it and be like, yeah, it's Only Cans. If you're a beer podcast, go ahead and make an account, man.
Yeah.
Show us there's Only Cans, fucking get glass out of here, man.
And this is the sober Foamy Heads talking. We haven't even started drinking yet.
Yeah. It's been a long week.
Yeah, it has, but it's the end now, which is good. Kind of started, it was cooling off a little bit last week and started finally warming up a little bit outside now, and we've had some good times coming up on we just released the latest Foamy Heads episode probably about a few weeks ago. Yep. That was a good time, so if you guys haven't gone there, go check it out. Marrowbone Creek Brewing. Got a chance to talk to Ryan, the master. That was a good time. And we're back on our bullshit here at the home base.
Yeah, we are. It's good to get back to our bullshit.
Mm-hmm. And we've got good beers tonight.
Yeah, we do.
We're doing a couple of ones tonight, aren't we?
We are.
Yeah.
I'm bringing that vinyl on in.
3-6 Mafia in the background.
Yeah.
I like it.
Hey, we don't do any paid ads, so we
That's
can.
That's right. A little bit of music to keep us going.
Yeah. I'll turn it a little bit more.
There. Jump straight into the first beer, Mitch?
Let's do it, man.
What are we doing? The Hattie B's?
Hattie B's.
Hattie B's 10th anniversary pale ale. Bearded Iris collaboration.
Interesting.
Yes.
I have my opinions about Hattie B.
Mm-hmm. I know that you are a hot chicken fanatic, and I know that you are very specific about your hot chicken. I think what was your original that you had? Was it Bolton's?
Yeah, so I grew up on Bolton's and Prince's. So
Prince's hot chicken. That was the other one I was thinking of.
Our family was we leaned more to the dry rub on food like chicken and fish. And Bolton's provided that, and we found ourselves there a lot because of the added cool, like, kind of charm to. It's goofy to say, but walking into one of the old Bolton's locations, you could just knock, and then you'd have to wait for them to slide the window open, and be like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, "Yeah, all right, I want chicken." But
yeah,
And at that time, being young, I was like, "Give me the hottest shit you got." But and then the rule was you don't drink anything or put any sauces on it. You just eat it until you're done, however long it takes, and
Mm,
then you can have a drink. But we all got to shed tears and bond like that.
got it. I didn't know that part of the story. That's fun.
Yeah, it's something we do when we're all in town together because that's rare now. Um, and Prince's, goodness,
Mm-hmm.
always had a line. There's always cars getting sound systems placed out front, and like we'd go in, we'd be the only white people there, and we'd order food, and of course they're always like, "Nah, you don't want it that hot," and we were like, "Yeah, we do, yeah, we do." So never know if we ever got it as hot as we wanted, but we definitely got hot enough because
Yeah.
we were definitely sweating, and there were so many sad people in there, like not sad people, but people who had to go use the restroom, and then they'd
Shedding
be in there
tears.
for like 40 minutes. Yeah, yeah. Like the whole time we're eating chicken, they're stuck in that bathroom, and we saw
Oof.
them go in, and we're like, he's not coming out. You
Nope. It's gonna be a minute.
That's the
Man.
sad part. It was like there's one bathroom, one like person occupancy, and it was like once someone's in there, they're locked in. They're not
Mm-hmm.
coming out for a while. So anyway, yeah, I love hot chicken, and
Hot
Nashville
chicken.
has exploded with it. Hattie B's, ridiculous. They've blown up, got so many locations.
They're kind of more
It's
Hattie
cool.
B's, kind of more of the commercialized hot chicken in
Yeah.
the Nashville area. Like every time you go to a Hattie B's, there is a line out the door down the
Yes.
block. It's just people want to experience Hattie B's hot chicken,
Yeah.
and probably, arguably, probably the biggest hot chicken place in Nashville.
Yeah.
And if you're looking at the biggest or one of the bigger craft breweries in Nashville, that came up out of Nashville, Bearded Iris seems to take that hit. So it makes sense for the two of them to get together. Plus, I mean, the hot chicken and beer goes together perfectly. And Patty B's has been around, I guess, 10 years, and Bearded Iris is celebrating it with a 10-year anniversary fruited pale ale collaboration with them. So I'm excited to get into this one tonight.
Me too, man. It.
Can art looks
I don't.
dope.
I keep thinking like, did they ground up hot chicken and
Huh.
put it in here? But it's a fruited ale, you said?
Yep, fruited pale ale, supposedly according to just reading the untapped description, sweet to the heat. Soft, smooth, fruited pale blends warm brown sugar and zesty bright orange juice into a slightly sweet, tangy crusher designed to pair perfectly with Hattie B's hot chicken. Now I kind of want Hattie B's. Now I kind of want at least some hot
Yeah,
chicken. I go for
yeah,
some Hattie B's right now.
yeah. There's so many hot chicken joints out there. You throw a rock, you can find it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, that was good for the mic. Um,
Mm.
interesting. So it's got a little bit of heat.
I expected, Mitch, I got to be honest, I expected this is a fruited pale ale. I kind of expected there to be a little color to this thing, kind of like a pinkish color.
Hmm.
When Bearded Iris does like their fruited IPAs, like their Mood Ring, and there was another one that I had last night when we were at Bearded Iris, but those are always kind of a strawberry look or a fruited color. This one doesn't have that color. It just looks like your typical pale. It's great
Yeah.
color. I'm not downing it by any means, but I like the. This
Yeah.
was expecting a different color. Ooh, nose is great.
Oh, when I brought us in, I failed to mention who we were. Mitch and Rich.
Mitch and Rich.
I'm so bad about that. I just get right into the content. I'm like,
It's
fuck
all good.
introductions. Um,
Who cares? Only
yeah,
cans.
only cans. Here's
If you're
my
here,
only
if
can.
you're here, you probably already know who we are.
Speaking
Oh,
of
look at the
only
can.
cans, this is the Hattie B's. I know it's reverse for some people like me,
Damn.
but maybe between both of us here, you get it the right way.
Yep.
10th anniversary ale,
Looks great.
and nothing really on the back there. So,
I love that right there on the side. That Hattie B's
oh
right there on the side.
yeah, that's smooth.
Boom. Sweet
Sweet to
taste
the
of heat.
heat.
That's
Orange
right.
juice, brown sugar.
Hey, 4%. That's not bad.
No. And I'm looking forward to this flavor description, the orange juice, brown sugar.
Mm.
So it sounds like it's sweet breakfast orange juice.
Went through the look already. What's on the nose? A little bit
A
of
little bit of that,
spiciness on the nose.
yeah, a little bit of that funkiness of a fruit,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not strong. Very
Mm-mm.
light.
Nope. It's not as strong as I was expecting it to be on the nose.
Still smells like mostly beer.
Proper glassware I see as well, Mitch. I got the
Yep.
bearded iris, and you've got the inner voice.
Yes.
Nice. Atlanta.
You
Shout out
have
to
the
Atlanta Brewers.
yeah, man. You've got the right brewery glass for sure.
Just grabbed it. Just grabbed it.
That's awesome. I mine's somewhere in packaging, I think still.
Mm.
Oh well.
You've been moving
Cheers, man.
around. Cheers. Let's get into this beer. Mm.
Mm.
Ooh,
I give this
got
one
that.
more sip.
Got some tartness to it on the end there.
Really good. It's
Boy,
very
that's
mild.
super easy to drink.
Yeah. Damn. So it does
Stays
have
with you,
that.
Mitch.
It does. It does have that weird aftertaste. It's a
Mm-hmm.
little sweet and funky. Um, I would compare it to like what you feel after drinking orange juice. It's just that heaviness in the back, but that's also kind of a bearded Irish thing
Mm-hmm.
anyway.
Yep.
But I'd have this with some hot chicken for sure.
Mm-hmm.
This is nice.
And it's easy enough to where if you order some hot chicken that's a little bit too extra for your taste buds, this is easy
Mm-hmm.
enough to just slam pretty easily. You could just keep going with this. Like a lot of the bearded Irish IPAs, or hell, even some of your pales in general, are real hoppy, real bitter.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, it's only a couple sips at a time before you kind of have to take a break. This thing, you could slam this thing all the way back to the dome if you wanted to, and
Mm-hmm.
just pop open another one. And at 4%, you don't feel bad either.
Not at all, man. It's already got me burping though,
Mmm.
and I just feel the air coming up. It's like, all right, but yeah, this is I gotta hand it to whoever does the labels at Bearded Iris. They always look sick,
Oh,
always
your
look good.
the pep talk can that you sent the
Yeah.
other night looks so dope. Whoever's doing that can art for their mainstays is
Hmm.
killing it.
Yeah, they are. I Every time they come out with a new clean look for one of their, I keep calling it mainstays, but I know there's a real word for it. They're constant
Yeah, just they're constant
production.
rotating, whatever. Yeah,
Yeah, but they
mainstay I
are
think is a good word for it.
mainstay.
Yeah.
It They're just so constant good, and they're up to 3 now that they've decided that they're like, yeah, these are always available.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely appreciate that. I love that home style.
Yep.
And uh, Pep Talk has
Pep
grown
talk.
on me, hmm
Mm-hmm.
especially with that label. I'm okay with being seen with that label.
Yeah,
Um, it's
they've got Ever Clever.
ever clever,
Ever
which
Clever is another one of their main ones.
I need to get back on that one. I
Mm-hmm.
haven't had it in a while. And of course, the double homie.
Oh yeah, I love the contrasting colors between the double and the regular home style. The regular home style's got the black can with the gold lettering, and then the double home style is I believe gold lettering with black,
Yes.
or gold can with black lettering, I believe.
Yeah. I'm
Double
actually.
homes.
We do have the capability of.
Googling.
Yeah. So I'm gonna test that out in Riverside. So I'm very curious how this will work.
Mm,
Um, boom.
there you
And
go.
when I switch it this way, there we
Oh
go.
yes, perfect.
How about that shit, dude?
Mm-hmm.
So there's the home style, and you can see that this is the first one they did, and it's just clean
Oh yeah,
and attractive. Like even if
it
you don't like
stands
IPAs,
out.
yeah, if you don't like IPAs, you're gonna go for this one just because of the can alone. Like
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna give that a little lick.
Yep.
You're gonna try it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, another one. Let's do the contrasting double IPA, right? Home
Yeah,
style, right
double
there.
IPA. Boom.
Golden
Oh, that looks
is
clean.
so cool. Yeah. It's like your original
Like your
favorite.
original, but double the fun.
Oh, let's look at that Ever Clever.
A little bit down.
Little
Oh,
Blonde
attention, please.
Pharmacy.
That's right. That's another one that they have. Their attention,
That's
please.
true.
If you go, where was it? Down a little bit.
Yeah, I was
Maybe it
hoping
was
we
up.
could find the Ever Clever. Oh, was that it? There's the
Yep.
double
DH
dry
Everclear.
hop double IPA.
So clean looking. The purple with it's like neon green lettering.
Yeah, that pops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love their can art with their favorites here. Chief of Chiefs. This is reminiscent of their old style here.
Yeah. I think a lot of the cans that they do that because look, they've got more than Tunnel Vision's another one.
Dude, yeah, I forgot. They did
Yeah.
so good.
They have way
So
more of
good.
and on all their mainstays, they have like Chief of Chiefs is a mainstay as well. You can get that at Publix, Kroger, or whatever. But
Hmm.
you're right, it is reminiscent of the old logo, the old can art. But I feel like they're slowly swapping them out as they go.
Yeah,
And probably Chief of Chiefs would be one of the next up.
for sure. Did
Oh,
you
it's so clean.
did you see you were telling me to click one. Attention please, right here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Forgot all about it, dude. It's
Yeah.
one of the cleaner ones.
Yeah, it's simple. It's just all white with green background and the green logo with
Hmm.
the white lettering. It pops. It
It
sticks out
does.
on a shelf even though it is a white can.
Hmm. This if I remember right, Attention Please used to have the audio levels
Mm-hmm.
all
That's
across,
correct.
like
Yeah.
horizontally. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
God, shoot. They got a lot more than I remember. And they're
Mm-hmm.
on to 9 pages of beer here.
And then of course I don't even see the Pep Talk logo anywhere there.
Oh yeah, it's somewhere here for sure. Let's do this.
Let's do a search for Pep Talk.
Yeah,
Yeah, look at that thing.
it's dope.
So clean. Almost reminds me of like a Miller High Life, like retro Miller High Life kind of thing.
Yeah,
Without the
dude.
red, but it's got the gold, like the gold rims, the gold rim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But it
Oh,
also is reminiscent of oh, who has the white cans? It's not old Milwaukee, is it? That's red. Yeah. Uh Economy beer cores. Let's see here. Yeah, sorta. It has the script, but
mm,
no mountains. Yeah.
yeah.
It's triggering a mind or some beer in mind, but I can't think of what it is. But High Life definitely gives me the idea of it. What about hams? Oh, that's cool. Someone made a hams Viking jersey.
Nice.
Hams can. Uh, yeah, that's close.
Actually, you know what? It might be this one right here. Let me see if I can. Let's see. It might be reminiscent of the Miller Lite, like the old can. If you go back and do a search for a Miller Lite old can, that's definitely it's the white can with like the gold rim. Um, it looks clean.
Oh shit. Yeah, you're right. All right, I'll bring it back up here. I thought you were gonna share,
I was
so
I
I
was
took it
about
back.
ready to, and then I closed out of it. The people need to see this, Mitch.
Yeah,
Right there, yeah,
yeah, that's really close. It's between that and that.
and that.
I
Yep,
think it's a fusion
yep,
because at the tippy top of Pep Talk is that hams
yep.
right here,
Hmm.
but then the Pep Talk labeling is kind of like ribboned.
Maybe it's the golden. Maybe it's the golden like colors that's throwing me off.
I
Hey,
think it's
side
a
note,
little ham. Yeah.
this Hattie B's is getting a little bit sweeter as it warms up.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know what that is. It's still getting that orange juice finish, um, but a little bit of sweetness in the middle. By the way, this leaves my mouth dry. It leaves me wanting to take another sip, like pretty
Yes,
quickly.
I can see that. Man,
Boy,
it's damn
4%. Yeah, you could crush this real fast.
good. On a hot day or having walked around a lot, no doubt.
Yeah, it's easy to.
Man,
I am crushing it, as a matter of fact. This
yeah.
is all I got left right
This
there.
is a yes, yeah,
It's about
same.
the
I'm getting
same.
there.
Yeah.
Dude, it's a nice lead up into
Hmm.
one of our favorites from Living Waters.
Yes. I'm glad that you suggested this order because the we didn't know what to expect with this one. We just knew it was going to be lower in ABV and it was going to be a pale, but most bearded iris, even pales, tend to be pretty hoppy.
Hmm.
Um, this one is less so. It's got a good amount of flavor to it, a lot of flavor for a 4% beer. But it's not ruining the palate that was going to lead up to our next beer.
Yeah, it's not overpowering, and the fruit. People who haven't had fruited beer before, I think this is a good introduction into a fruited beer. It's not overstaying its welcome. It adds a little bit of an essence, kind of
Yeah,
like if you've ever had a LaCroix and been disappointed about the flavor, this is your beer for not being over flavored. You know what I mean? Like
good way to put it.
this is a good introduction to a fruited beer.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Um,
it accompanies the beer profile.
mm-hmm. Where are we sitting on this beer? This is
Damn, good question.
this
I
is
should check it
solid.
in.
We always talk about the beer and then we always forget in the end to kind of talk about how we like it. I guess I'll shoot first.
Go
Uh
for it.
I'm struggling to rate this as I think I'm going to rate it as the style of the beer.
Hmm.
Fruited ales typically aren't my go-to. I don't I don't necessarily seek this style of beer out. Uh, that being said, I'm not disappointed with this beer at all. I think it's got a ton of flavor, especially for a 4%. The when you've been drinking pretty heavy IPAs and high alcohol beers for a while, 4% can kind of seem like a turnoff. And Mitch, we've always had session
Hmm.
beers that just don't add up. They don't live up to the flavor profile they claim to have. This one
Yeah.
actually does. I think, everything they put in the flavor profile in the description, like you taste most of it and you have a pretty good amount of it. So I'm this is a solid, I'd say, and I'd say this is probably a solid 3.75 for me. Kind of
Me
close
too.
to a 4. 3.75 is about where I'd put this beer. I could do with a little bit more hops for a pale, um,
Hmm.
but I'm not disappointed that they're not there because there's a lot of fruit and citrus and tropical notes that are kind of same mindset. Mitch, you already had your rating down before I even said mine.
Oh man,
Mhm.
375 is definitely I think on the dot. They nailed what they wanted to do.
Mhm.
It's not my favorite beer by any means, but
Yep.
giving where credit's due, they did a damn good job. Flavor profiles on Untapped a little weird to me. Uh, I did clean crushable orange. I might put in like another flavor profile, but the other two that are just quick selections that auto generated from other check-ins, brilliant, dank, not dank,
No,
and
I don't. I
not
don't
really
see where.
brilliant.
No, I don't really know where brilliant's a flavor profile anyway. But this definitely is
I'm
not dank.
yeah.
I think there's
We're-
no weedy, skunky taste to this beer whatsoever. I don't pick up on it anyway.
yeah, no,
You said dank was one of the flavor profiles?
that's what people are saying, but
Hmm.
I mean, if it's, I, I can see it being a little malty with some tropical, but it's not
Yeah,
dank
dank.
to me.
Clean,
Yeah,
clean, crushable, orange. I'd agree with all those.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't see how someone can be clean and dank at the same time.
I mean, is it a clean beer? No, it's a little
No,
hazy.
clean tasting.
Yeah, I had to double check on the appearance. Apparently, I've already started to fade a little bit on that.
Hmm.
Um, Checking in, sealed in stone,
375 from the
three
Foamy
seven
Heads. Mitch
five.
and Rich gave the same rating.
Mm-hmm.
Solid beer, man. Solid and good segue into the next one. So probably pound this thing real quick. Let's take a rinse break and then let's crack open the next one.
All right.
We'll be right back.
How about that rinse break?
I like these rinse breaks.
Anything can happen on a rinse break. Um, we went and grabbed our next beer. Uh,
Our next beer is exciting.
we mentioned it at the top of the show, right?
Yeah, Highgate.
Highgate, and this is the
I don't know if we
yeah
mentioned it. Maybe we did.
we did,
Okay.
or it was before the recording, which now, thanks for not keeping my name recording.
Oh man.
That was too long of a name for me to. Oh, there it is. -2. I still had it on my copy. So
Hmm.
boom, -2. So the rinse break was good. Definitely needed it. I had some palate cleansing water,
Hmm.
and we are now with fresh glass. I still kept my same glass and ready to break open the new Highgate. These are to my knowledge, a experimental hop series from Living Waters Brewing, and this is which letter?
It's H. Highgate
H.
1701H.
Fuck yeah! So we've been cruising through the letters here, the alphabet,
Yeah.
and my favorite still is that coconut heavy one, the very beginning, the A,
The
experimental
OG
series A.
Highgate.
And I think C and D were pretty good, and I don't remember E. It's starting to get hazy. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I'm
But
now losing track. Yeah, but that first one stole my heart a little bit.
yes.
But
Living Waters.
let's see what else we got here. New England style double India Pale Ale, 8.4% ABV. We're drinking 16 fluid ounces, 1 pint. I'm just looking to see if there's any other information, but no, we are ready to rock on this one.
8.2% ABV.
Mm.
This is
Oh,
going to be solid.
oh,
Big fan of the Highgate series. Always include Citra hops, I think. All of the prior Highgate brews have included Citra hops as the base. And they always end up experimenting with another hop to go with it. HBC 472, I think,
mm.
was the one that was in the original one. This might be in the new one as well. I'm not sure. It doesn't list a hop
Ooh,
profile.
okay.
Oh, it's got that living water smell.
Yeah, it does. We have two breweries that just have like distinct smells, and it's like
Bearded
Bearded
Iris,
Iris at Living Waters.
living
We got them on the
waters.
show,
Yep.
right?
Only cans. You saw it first here.
Only cans.
Look at that, Mitch. That is a good looking pour right there.
Very nice. And
Bam.
glassware on point
The Teku
again,
glass.
sir.
Man, I didn't come to play tonight. I didn't come to play. I mean, I bought them. I need to
That's
use them.
right. Got to. You got
I
to
need
use
to
them,
use them. Is this a
dude.
Teku glass? Is that what this is called?
Yes,
Okay.
Teku, Teku,
Teku
Teku.
glass.
Uh, yeah, Teku,
Teku glass.
whatever.
Love the color on that thing.
Very nice. Good foamy head. We have to
I
mention
like
that for our
I
name check.
like the foamy head retention on Living Waters IPAs.
Yes.
Most of the time they stayed. I can't remember what we did. I imagine I think we either posted it in the beginning with one of the first Living Waters beers, or
Hmm.
we mentioned it in our podcast, and then Ryan reached out to us and said, "Hey, just to give you guys a heads up on the retention of the head or lack of," and he kind of told us a little bit of science around what goes into allowing the foam on a beer to be retained versus dissipate rather quickly. And so I he came back and said, that wasn't the intention. It's supposed to stay. And we were
Oh
like,
yeah,
no, we're not sitting here knocking it. Like, if anything, it got us into the beer faster.
yeah,
So I just wanted to put that out there. But Ryan is one of those brewers that pays immaculate attention to detail in his beers, in every single one that he makes.
yes. Uh, it's he's definitely uh, oh, what do you say? One with the craft.
Hmm.
Like he is so deep into it where he's that's what he's all about. He
Yep.
wants it to be the best product that he can possibly make for you to purchase and enjoy. And I love that. He's pushing the boundary, keeps things fresh. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Now, some of the stouts I have are a little old, and he'd probably be upset with me for having them still. He's like,
We
"Hey, when
still
I
do
release them, we need to
have
drink them." But
got to drink them. And especially, and that was another thing I learned with Ryan is coffee forward stouts are meant to be consumed sooner than later.
yeah,
And I don't, I know just by seeing some of your pictures and some of your social media posts and some of the groups, Mitch, like you've got a shitload of living water stouts that you need to get through. And I have quite a few as well. I've got some sitting in my fridge with that the intent was to drink them a year ago. I think they're
yeah,
still part of the 2021 mythos, like some of the older stuff. And
crazy.
shouldn't have put it in the fridge, probably not, but I put them in with the intention to drink them, and I just haven't gotten to them. So we
Yeah,
need to consume those. I'm excited about that. But yeah, Ryan you're right, master of the craft.
he is. He's dedicated.
Yeah,
I don't know. He's one of the most technical people that we've talked to when it comes to beer. And if you ever need details, he's got.
he's
He's
got
like,
it.
"All right, here we go. I don't know if this is what you really want to hear, but," and he just gives you the spiel. That
Yep,
first recording we had with him, if you're interested in knowing anything about Living Waters beers and like some of the finite details, go there. Go
yep.
listen to our first recording with him. It's like one of the first five of
It was
our, yeah.
Ryan was and I think he was our first ever uh,
Hmm.
owner and brewer interview that we had. We've interviewed him a couple of times now. When the Kolsch wheel was coming out, we got a chance to come down
Yeah.
and sit down with him and hang for a while, and that was a good time. Sit on the couches and talk all things beer with him. He's blowing up, man. Poor choice of words. Got a chance
Yep.
to connect with him a few episodes back, just a couple episodes back actually for them. So that was a good time. Go check that out on the Poor Choice of Words, this podcast episode group. But Ryan, he's smart, man. I love everything he does. He's well respected in the beer community as well. Ask anybody in the community. Aaron, shout out Main Street Liquors.
Yeah.
That dude has barrels all over the place right now, and every time he talks about a special barrel, he's like, "Man, I want to get this down to Ryan at Living Waters because I
Hmm.
know he's going to do it right."
He
So
does. He
he's
does it
got
right.
respect in all areas of the community.
Shit. That's hard to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
I cannot believe Nashville has such great craft beer.
We've got
Never
a lot,
expected it.
Mitch. We've got a
Yeah.
lot.
Let's dig back into the Highgate. I've
Smells
taken a few
great.
sips, and we
Ah,
didn't even talk about the visuals or anything. So the
mm.
nose. Let's roll with the nose.
Very citrusy on the
Yeah.
nose. Sweet smelling.
Mm.
Is there a sweetness on the taste since
Yeah.
you've already gotten into it?
Yeah. There is.
Okay.
It does smell not sugary, but there's some lightness to it.
Something
There's
there.
sweetness, um, floral, just a little bit.
What I like about the Highgate series is that you've got all your craft breweries that always have their experimental IPA series. Southern Grist has uh, mixed greens,
Yes.
mixed greens, and then Tailgate has their trees series. Trying to think if Bearded Iris has an well, hell, all of Bearded Iris is an experimental IPA. So I mean, I can't
Yeah.
every single time they're just releasing shit every other week,
Yeah,
and
they
it's
are.
always solid. Highgate is a special IPA release to me because
You
their
can kind of see the
base
haze
hop.
here.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love that lighting. The base hop on Highgate is Citra, and that's how I feel about Citra hops. That's like my
Yes.
favorite of all time. So taking any type of experimental IPA with a Citra base and then expanding on that, you have my attention immediately.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
that's why I like the Highgate series. And you're right, the first Highgate was just unbelievable. He just knocked it out of the park. And there's other Highgates that we're like, this one was really good too, but it just doesn't have that punch that the first one had.
Right.
And then the next one will just kick you in the face and be like,
Yep.
this is a solid one. And then the next one will be good and smooth and drinking, and you could pound a couple.
Mm.
And now we're on letter H.
Letter H, man. Uh,
Hmm.
it's nice and hazy,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a smooth drinking,
Yeah. Yeah.
silky.
Silky. Okay. That's what yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know why. I don't think I've had a silky IPA,
Hmm. It's
but
it
it's interesting.
doesn't leave a lot. It doesn't leave a lot on the finish. Most of the flavor I'm getting on my palate is from the front, and then into
Yeah,
the middle part of the sip. The finish dissipates rather quickly.
it does. I'm gonna take a few big gulps.
Yeah.
I'm
Take some
gonna
big
get into this for a
I'll
minute.
go with you.
All right. Mm, yeah,
Orange?
that
No.
is.
Mandarin orange? No.
It does have some sort of
Pineapple?
zest,
Something.
tropical for sure.
Mm-hmm. It's
Oh
got
man,
that
that's strong.
it's got that living waters feel to it.
Yes.
I love when a brewery can make a name for themselves by having kind of like their stamp of their signature in a beer and taste alone. It's weird how you can blindfold you, me, probably DJ, mostly anybody in Nashville that consumes craft beer. Give them a
Yeah.
bearded Iris IPA, and they'll know immediately where it came from.
Yes. Yes.
Living
Man,
Waters is another one of those. It's got that signature swish to it.
we're gonna have to play that game sometime for sure. We'll do three IPAs,
Blindfolded taste test, like blind taste testing.
blind taste testing. We can just use little cups or whatever, and then
Yeah.
throw in some stuff for each other, and then everyone else will know except you, and
Oh,
we'll take turns doing that. Because
yes.
I mean, it could be the exact same three,
Mm-hmm.
except for the one person who preps it. You know what I mean? And then the other team preps it, and they could prepare
Uh,
it almost the exact same way without knowing,
yeah.
but you can still get tripped. So I think that'd be fun, and it'd be a taste of bearded iris, southern grist, and living waters.
Those would be the three to put together
Yep.
that definitely have their unique taste, like their own flavor profile to it. Like I can taste the living waters, I can taste the bearded iris, I can taste the
Hmm.
southern grist.
Man, that'd be delicious. But also fun to do.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think as far as IPAs go, we'll have to make sure that we keep the style uh,
Mm-hmm.
pretty on par between each one.
Yep.
Um, I don't remember what mixed greens is.
Yeah, I don't know, but I know most of your New England hazies have some form of Citra hop in them. I mean, I don't. That's not a requirement by any means, but most of them do. Citra hops are a lot lower on the alpha acid unit scale, and your hazies are a little bit less bitter.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
their Citra hops are
Southern
good for flavor profiling, but not making something too hoppy.
Southern grist, you know, we're s- we're so used to Southern grist. We're like, oh yeah, that's Southern grist.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas people who can't get it are just like fucking Southern grist, man. And I looked up double dry hop mixed greens, 92 on Beer Advocate.
Ooh,
92.
wow, that's surprise. I mean,
Like,
hey, I'm not going to discount mixed greens. Like, it is a good IPA. It is a good
it is.
series. I
It
don't know
is.
if it's a 92.
I don't think it is, but people are the latest one, which was. It's been a minute since anyone's reviewed this one. This is a. It just says DDH mixed greens, so I'm
Mm-hmm.
assuming it's a aggregate of all mixed greens that people check in. But
Probably, yeah.
3.94 out of 5 is the latest review, which was December 2nd.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Bless
Ah,
you.
shit! I meant to mute, and I double clicked. uh, well, everyone's used to this now because of Zoom, I'm sure. So you're
Yep.
welcome. But
This is the new norm
for
anyway, Mitch.
it is, it is. I ooh, okay, interesting. But anyway, I'm starting to get into the weeds of mixed greens. But I think it could be if we do a double dry hopped IPA from all three, it would work because it's a
Mm.
double dry hopped IPA,
Yep.
New
And
England style at that.
yep. And all of Living Waters IPAs are double dry hop New England IPAs, so that's easy.
Oh yeah, okay, that is easy. Okay,
So then all we need to do is just find a double dry hop New England IPA from Bearded Iris, which should not be very hard to do.
no, it's like what 90% of their market.
Yeah, that's most of them. I think we have our next contest laid out.
Yeah, and eventually economy beers. We will stack them against each other again.
That was a rough day.
It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Never again with Bud Ice. That
Nope.
thing. The only way I'm drinking that again is if people comment a hell of a lot for us to have it.
What one? Was it Mickey's?
No, not Mickey's. It was either Cobra
Okay.
or it was a malt liquor that one.
Yeah, so it would have been either King Cobra
King Cobra.
or
Did we have
fuck, I
High
don't.
Life?
We did. High Life was one of them. Bud Ice,
Bud Ice, High Life, King Cobra.
Mickey's.
I don't think we had Mickey's on
We
that
didn't
one.
have Mickey's. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
We should on this next one though. This next one we need some Chicagoan beers, economy
mhm.
beers. I would love to get hams
Hams.
and
Let's
which
get
is
some old
essentially
style.
High Life, old style. Um, we might as well take a shot of the Chicagoan drink.
Which the
You know,
Chicago drink?
yeah, Malort or
Ah,
Malort.
yes.
I hear it both ways because it's here in Tennessee now, so I really don't know how you're supposed to say it in Chicago. But
We don't know. We don't know how to
Malort,
say words in Tennessee.
Malort, I think is
Malort.
how it is. Malort, like my lord, my lord.
Yeah.
Or I guess if you are just like fucking south somewhere on the edge of something, you're like Mallard. I want to try the corn Mallard. But they also got a bourbon out, and I want to try it, but I don't have high expectations.
Mm,
But yeah,
I wouldn't either.
we might with the old style. We'll probably have to do a Chicagoan handshake, which is or Chicago handshake, whatever the fuck it's called.
Hmm.
I see it everywhere. I'm not Chicagoan, but I hear about it all the time, and they feel disrespected every time I go. I don't. What's the point? But it's
Yeah.
like the pizza argument. I'm always like, yeah, pizza tastes like pizza, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's pizza sauce, bread.
And it's
People
gonna
get
taste. It's gonna
mad.
taste different, but it's
Yeah,
probably always good.
Always good. Well, except the bread, I feel like is like the kicker for me. It has to be good dough
Mm,
because I've had some bad dough from like Little Caesars and all the chains, right? The $5 and shit. That stuff. Sometimes it's cardboard, dry, no flavor,
mm,
overcooked or undercooked. But if you go to places like Duos or Geos and all that, you get this amazing product. So,
yeah.
I definitely get the argument, but I like fucking with people that love pizza too much.
I'm a big fan of pizza, but I don't really care if you tell me what the ingredients are. I either like it or
Yeah.
I don't. I cannot find the hop profile on Highgate 1701H. I just can't find it.
Shit.
I could have sworn I saw it on Living Water's website, but I don't see it. I want to say that it was also Citra and HBC 472 or 471 or whatever it is, like it was with the original
Mm.
Highgate. But it's I don't see it.
I don't think
Oh
I
well.
saw it even on. Did you check on Tapped already?
Yep, I did, and
All right.
the beer is out there, but it's not. There's no description. Oh well.
1701F.
There's the F. Yeah,
Double
there's
dry hop HBC 586 and Citra
yeah,
bringing loads of mango and pine. Oh,
yeah, but the H version, the 1701H, can't find
mango.
anything on it.
I get the pine. It after drinking through it, it's definitely got piney,
Hmm.
like piney as I've went through.
Pioneer.
Um, yeah, it leaves a nice uh taste of pine on the back of your tongue,
Mm-hmm.
and lingers.
Kind of
Makes you
resiny.
thirsty.
It
Yeah,
does. It does
resiny's
make
good.
you thirsty.
Yeah, pine, resiny.
The f-
Mango. I don't know. It's juicy like a mango,
mm-hmm.
like fresh mango. It's not that fake flavored, delicious mango. It's
Yeah.
like the real mango juice. It's got that kind of heaviness to it that I could definitely see mango wise, but
Man, I'd love to have this on draft. How many
it
times have we
I
said
did
that?
I did get it on draft and I liked it a
Oh,
lot.
nice.
Yeah. Which I think that's the first time I've actually said Living Waters wise. Like the canning and everything's really superb from
Mm-hmm.
Living Waters. But the Highgate, when I had it on draft, it just had more. I don't know. Maybe my palate wasn't wrecked before, or tainted, I should say, because a pale ale shouldn't have really wrecked my palate. But I hadn't. It was the first drink I got off the tap,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's going to be your most prime example of like how good your palate's going to be going forward as you get deeper into beers. Of course, unless you're doing like wine tastings where you sip, rinse, and you're spitting the whole time, not getting drunk, but no fun then. So,
Right.
um, this Highgate's really good though.
I
It's
like
not my
this.
favorite Highgate,
Yeah, I
but
agree. It's. I
it's
think
really
it's.
good.
I think it's better than the last Highgate that I had. I think I
Yes.
like it. I liked it better. I don't. I did not like the last Highgate. I thought it was really good. I think this one is better. I don't think it holds a candle to the original Highgate. I think the
No.
original Highgate was where it was at.
Yeah. It's definitely citrusy, piney, resiny, and hoppy.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna put resiny on here,
Mm.
and past that, I'm not. I know there's probably more things I could pick up if I trained my palate better, but um, I do. This one stands out more to me than the last one because I don't even remember what the last one tasted like.
Hmm. Yep. That makes sense. I 100% agree. I don't
Yeah,
I don't really remember what the last one because it didn't stick with me.
exactly.
But I do know
D
that I really like the taste of this one.
Yeah, D and E have been the weaker links in my opinion because I've remembered A. And B and C, I remember being pretty good, but
Hmm.
I couldn't tell you the profiles unless I looked it up. But
That makes sense.
it's been so long. But D and E, I have absolutely no recollection of like emotion or memory wise,
Yeah.
unfortunately. And it could be I just didn't buy it enough compared to these other ones. I don't know.
Well,
I didn't
and
have
you're
enough.
also and Highgate's Highgate at the end of the day,
It is,
right?
yeah,
You're experimenting with hops. They're going to taste a little bit different each time, but at the end of the day, it's a double dry hop New England IPA. So
yeah.
no one's going to hold it against you that you can't remember the last 7 versions of Highgate.
No.
I know. And hell, I can't even tell you if the reason why I liked the first one so much was nostalgia or if it was really that's that much better. I just remember
I
falling
mean,
in love with Living Waters after was it Yosemite?
shit, man. It had the same velocity as Yosemite with oh, what was it?
Was
They
it the
did
B
Yosemite.
they did a Yosemite B8, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, and that had like a separate hop profile on it.
Yeah. But it was so good. But that's what
Mhm.
drew us into Living Waters
Yep.
immediately. We got crowlers of it.
Mhm.
And not only one time, but 2 times, 3 times, four
So
times.
good.
And man, and it got DJ interested, right? That's
Mhm.
what brought him into.
Yep. Think on
So
we were on my back porch all drinking out of the crawler one day and that you
yeah,
had brought over. Yeah.
it was so good. I wish I could remember the full name of it. It's been so long, but what was it? But
So
yeah, dude.
I'm sitting. This one is this. You can't compare it to the beer that we had previous to this, right? We can't compare this to Bearded Iris's Hattie B 10th anniversary fruited pale ale. Like it's just a completely different beer.
Yeah.
That being said, oftentimes I like to rate a beer based on the style and not necessarily based on compared to the other beers that I've had. However, I like this one. I liked the Bearded Iris Fruited Pale. Like the 10th anniversary was really good. It was easy to drink. It was solid. I like this one a lot more than I liked the last one. So
Yeah,
therefore,
fruited.
it's hard for me to rate it compared to the last one. Um, but I think this one probably is sitting at a 4 for me. I like
Nice.
this one. It's
It's
not my
a
favorite of the Highgate, but it's definitely super solid and super tasty.
yeah, I agree. I love it. But it's not the Pale IPA, double India. It's a Deepa, but it drinks like a single. It's not harsh at all. It's not any
None of
more
Ryan's
sugary.
beers taste. None of Ryan's IPAs taste like
Yeah,
super boozy. None of
no.
them do.
And man,
Now, his stouts, on the other hand, those things are boozy and like they hit you in the face.
yeah,
You
that
know
booze,
you're drinking a living water stout, like hands
dude,
down.
love it. I
That's
love
when
it.
you're ready to just sit down for a while and chill.
Yes, that's when you pull up a chair, get a cigar,
Oh,
sip it,
yes.
sip it. Don't drink it. Sip that shit.
Yes.
Share it. Sip it. But man, 375. It was delicious. Thank you,
Yes.
Ryan. Keep doing what you do.
He's the
Um,
man.
it everything's delicious. I haven't really had bad Living Waters beer. Like
Nope.
could have fooled me if you made a bad batch, but I drank that shit. I loved it. I paid for it. I'm gonna keep paying for
He's also
it.
said he's poured bad beer down the drain before. So he's doing his own quality control before he puts the beer out.
Yeah, he is. I trust what anything he does. After the multiple times we've talked to him and seen him in
Mm-hmm.
person, it's just like you are in it for like the craft, and I love
Yep.
it, and I want to
Yeah.
support that. So
Agreed.
Uh, everyone who's listening, please go support Living Waters. Also, support Bearded Iris, all our local craft breweries, not just the ones we've talked about more than others. It's just that accessibility and timing. We
Yeah,
have
it's easy to get our
so
hands
much
on them.
good beer. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
we have so much good beer. It's hard to buy all of it and drink all of it all the time. So
Yeah.
we just kind of go with what we can get our hands on and what kind of comes out new. I still get that itch from the pandemic when everyone was just releasing cans to go. And I'm just like, I just gotta snap them up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But if something came out 2 weeks ago, but then I don't get out to buy something till 3 weeks, going with the latest.
Yep.
So, man, that was
Solid
delicious,
beers, Mitch.
amazing.
Solid beers tonight.
Again, I just can't believe Middle Tennessee of all places has this good of craft beer.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, upcoming adventures for the Foamy Heads.
Mm.
Just throwing it out there. We're definitely going to try and get back down to Atlanta. So,
Yes.
if anyone's listening from Atlanta, we're going to be in your neighborhood within the next 2 months, probably. So,
Yep.
we'll be reaching out.
Yes. Dissolver. Want to reach back out to you, see if we can get some time on the books. We had so many close calls when we were in
Man,
Atlanta last time. We had Dissolver lined up, and then just
you're
things
talking
just kind of.
about Asheville.
My bad. I'm talking about Asheville, Atlanta. If you're listening, Atlanta, we're coming to a neighborhood near you. Inner
Yes.
Voice,
Yes.
Hip and Hops,
Real ale.
L Sharpton. Shout out to the real L Sharpton. That's
Yeah,
our guy,
he's
man.
awesome.
He
He's
was,
awesome.
yeah. Shout out to your Steve West, Silver Piston Photography. That dude put us in touch with Ale Sharpton. That guy is,
Hmm.
he's a force of nature, man. Walk in somewhere, everybody knows, and he came bearing gifts. His Piano Key Stout from New Belgium collaboration was on point, and he sent us back home. We did 2 episodes of all of the beer that he gave to us. It was unbelievable.
Speaking of piano keys stout, um, I'm gonna go ahead and check, see here if they've actually re-released it yet.
Oh, there's still some cans floating around. Every once in a while, I'll see an Instagram tag with Piano Key Stout in it. Il Sharpton met up with some homies and had a few extra cans lying around. Probably could
It
find some if we went back to Atlanta.
it really did great work. They
Mm-hmm.
Real Ale, New Belgium, amazing beer. Um, and the fact that Real Ale put so much of his heart and soul into the labeling and the naming, the
Message.
ingredients, and the message. It was just, I mean, everything about piano keys you can love. So
Mm-hmm.
they are bringing it back. I know that much. I don't
Oh,
know if I'm supposed to not say that or not. I don't remember. I just know I saw a post about it, so I'm not the
all right.
first
Well,
one to
it's out
say
there then. Yeah,
it. It's out there, but
it's out
I'm
there.
looking forward to snagging it, and I hope it's during our travels to Atlanta, whether
That'd
it's
be
an
fun
old
to bring
can
some
or a
back.
new can. I would
Yeah.
love to get both, but we'll touch base, see what happens, and try to make something work between several different breweries. Halfway Crooks, I would love to talk to
Yes.
them. Oh my God. They just had an anniversary this month, and they had tons of delicious looking beer and very minimal, interesting labels to go along
Mm.
with them. So their artwork is very interesting, very clean, and I really wish I had access to their beer here. So anyone down there, if you want to trade halfway crooks for Southern Grist, let me know.
That's right.
But yeah, man, I'm excited about that. We're gonna get back to Asheville at some point too.
Yep.
As I smack the shit out of my table,
Yeah, I saw that.
damn, I I have broad shoulders and I'm cramped in this room, so I never know what kind of thing I'm gonna break next right
Some
now.
Bruce Lee action that you just threw out right
Dude,
there.
1 inch elbow. Um, this couch is shoved forward, and when
Oh
I need
wow.
to do PS5 shit or something, I have to
Gonna
move
pull
it
it back.
back after pushing my computer chair in. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that tight. I've
Mm.
got like my beer column over here and sake, and then more sake over here, and I've got a photo product thing behind me. It's crammed as fuck in here,
Mm.
but it's all for the love of the show, the love of the craft beer,
That's right.
and hey, I've got a spot to record, so sending good vibes.
That's right. And this one probably going up would be my guess on YouTube as well.
Yeah. This is going to be our first attempt.
Yep.
I am playing, music that may or may not take our audio away. So it'll be a good test for YouTube. So be on the lookout. If
Yeah.
we're still alive with the video, great. If we're not, let us know or we'll find out the hard way.
Yeah, we will.
But we're going to be sending this episode out regardless across all of our audio only channels. So,
Yep.
um, only cans will appear on Anchor. It will appear on Spotify, Apple, I think Google, and a few other outliers.
Yep.
So,
Well, Amazon
um,
Prime Music. We're on Amazon Prime now.
yep,
And then of course Spotify, like you said, Apple Podcast.
yes,
Um, Pretty much any of the major platforms that you go to will support it. If not, you can always go to thefoamyheads.com. We've got the plugin built directly into the website that'll take you right to the Apple Podcast site.
yes, yes.
So you'll be able to listen to it directly from the website at thefoamyheads.com. And then
Yep.
our socials at the Foamy Heads on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We spend most of our stuff on Instagram, most of our apps and like where we're going to be, and events and stuff that we're interested in is on Facebook. Not quite as active on Twitter yet, but probably start building that over time. Um, our social handles for our Untapped profiles are on all of our social accounts also. You can just hit it at the top of our Instagram account. You'll see our Untapped profile. So follow us on Untapped so we can have some more friends. And Mitch, we had a couple of really good beers tonight and it was a good time.
It was. I'll go ahead and just get a light plug for
Yeah.
one guy.
Oh,
Excited about his new shop that'll come out
yes.
sometime in the fourth quarter this year.
Murfreesboro,
Whiskey and
shout out.
Sticks. Whiskey and
Yes.
Sticks. So this is in Murfreesboro, and if you're familiar with Murfreesboro, it'll be off Broad
Hmm.
and right next to Old Fort Parkway. That kind of interchange. Um, it's going to be. It's a. I'm having a hard time finding the words doing this organic because he showed us a great experience.
Mm-hmm.
What he did
Premium
was
cigar lounge.
it it really is. It's going to be amazing. And what we got essentially was the white glove treatment.
Yep.
Now, if you've been to a cigar lounge before, it's not and not a bar. I keep wanting to say bar, cigar lounge,
Lounge.
dude. It's going to be amazing. So we learned a lot of things. It was
Mm-hmm.
very educational, and he's very, what's the word, customer forward or
Customer focused.
focused. Yes.
Yeah. Charles is
So
in the customer experience
man,
business.
Charles was amazing, and
Yeah.
he's going to have several deals going on and everything, but we were able to talk to him and see the scenes before the happenings.
Mm-hmm.
And oh man, I can't wait for that place to open because the way he treated us just as an example to how you're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to light a cigar, amazing.
Yep.
And we're going to be putting a little bit more refined message together for him later, but just to go ahead and get things started and kick it off, amazing experiences at Whiskey and Sticks.
Yes.
TBA at this point. He'll be
Mm-hmm.
opening at towards the end of the year, is my understanding. But you know how things go whenever you're doing a new business.
Yep.
Things happen. So
Yep.
we look forward to seeing them this year.
Perfect. I'm excited. Yeah, if you're in the Murfreesboro area, then towards the end of the year, you'll have to check out Whiskey and Sticks. If you're not in the Murfreesboro area, it'll definitely be worth the drive. They'll have,
Hmm.
we're still kind of plugging together in terms of like membership rates that I'm sure we'll be getting shortly. They'll have daily and monthly and yearly memberships, but a nice humidor with tons of premium sticks in it and the white glove experience from cutting your cigar to just relaxing, enjoying it. And Mitch, you're right. It's not a bar. It's a
Right.
lounge.
Yes.
This is a place to come and relax and meet people that you are not going to probably meet elsewhere because your walk of life is just taking a different path.
Yes. I
So I'll be
love
excited to go to that.
one thing I love about cigar lounges is being able to relax without a bunch of noise from, like sports stuff. I know
Mm-hmm.
we love our sports, but sometimes it's just cool to relax and like sit back.
Unplug.
Hmm. I remember one of the first experiences I had at a cigar lounge with you was being able to provide a cover charge, bring our whiskey, and
Mm-hmm.
have a premium cigar and just chill.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't get better than that.
You're right. It'll be a good time. I'm excited for
Hmm.
Whiskey and Sticks to open.
Me
And then
too.
as we get closer and as we keep working with Charles, we'll be putting together some promotional stuff to help support him, and it'll be a good time. And we
Oh
had a
yeah,
good time tonight too, Mitch.
yeah, we did. Um,
Drank some
God,
good beers.
talking about a cigar lounge made me think of Las Calaveras from this year. Oh
Mm.
man, do we want to even get into that this
That's
episode or do
another
later?
show. That's
All
another
right, all
show.
right.
Yeah, that's another show. Shout out Smokers Abbey.
Yes,
Got a chance to
always
have the
happy to
latest
be
Las
there.
Calavera. Yes.
Yes,
And
yes,
happy birthday to Smokers Abbey as well.
yes.
So that's it, Mitch. We had two good beers tonight. Bearded Iris. Shout out Bearded Iris. Hattie B's. Congratulations on 10 years. And Living Waters, your seventh installation, or eighth installation, I should say, of Highgate 1701H, NCC 1701H with Citra and
Mm.
something. I don't know what the other that hop is. It was
Little
good.
something,
Both
something.
little something, something. Shout out to the backroom music going around. Go the background music, chilling the whole time. That was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Mitch, shout out to you, man. Cheers. It was a great episode. And check us out on Only Cans at thefoamyheads.com and all of our social media profiles. Keep drinking beer. We'll see you guys on the next episode.
Cheers.